Welcome to week 3 of session 3. Let's take a look. First off, you have a weekly journal due this week. So on Monday, you're going to copy and paste it over, put it in there, and it's the process you've done before. So let's take a look. If we go over here, the weekly journal looks like this. I put the date at the top for you. Week 3, session 3, write your goal, be specific here, and make sure you answer these 3 questions every day. Do your description, time spent, and then was it a best practice? Yes. What was the best practice? Name it, and then describe how you demonstrated the best practice. Now there's something new. When you click on the link for best practices, there's a folder with all 3 classes. So game design is the same as before. Film, you have the same stuff at the top that we had before for 21st century skills, but you also have specific things that people on a film team need to do. The same thing for rock. At the top, you have 21st century skills, but depending on your role, if you're the drummer, a bass player, etc., you have specific things you're supposed to be working on for the team. So that is new. I want you to think about those things as you work on those. So let's go back over here, and all the dates are at the top of our big spreadsheet, so we know when things are getting done. Make sure that stuff in the past is done. So you can see the yellow stuff. These things were not completed last week. Make sure that stuff gets done. If you're interested in the schedule, as always, LinkedIn Schoology, you have session 1 started on the 1st. This is week 3. We will have one more week when we get back from break. And yeah, now another thing we're working on, if we go over here, is the Scrum Trello board stuff. We need to get that stuff done. And so I'm going to show you this. This is what you will see when you come in class from now on. At the beginning of class, the Scrum Master will open up the Trello board. You're going to move things from column to column in Trello to manage the project. At the end of class, we'll ask the organizer to make sure the team cleans everything up. Everything goes into the class folder, goes back into the class box, and so including the burn down chart and so on and so forth. Make sure you keep cell phones out of hands, blah, blah, blah. But let's take a look. Today, you're going to be working on finishing up the Fibonacci numbering of the tasks, and then going into Trello to put numbers on them. I'm going to show you this right now. So when you get over to Trello, you're going to, let's go over here. Here are the cards, the tasks. Now, when you want to put a Fibonacci number on it, you click on the card and click on story points, and what you'll get are Fibonacci numbers. So let's pick 8. Okay, and then I'm just going to close this, and you can see now there's 8. So you do this in the backlog. Then, once you're done with this, you move everything into the current Scrum that you think you can accomplish. And it may be everything in here. It may be parts of it, because you realize, based on the team's ability and how much time you have, some things may have to stay here. So this is the magic. This is where we want this number to go at the top of the burn down chart. So how do we automatically get this number? You click here on this R. There's 2 of them, the one on the left. When you click on this, you will see there's 24. Now, if this were the end of this and I was ready to go, what I would do is I'd come over here, and on my burn down chart, 24 goes here. And I would pencil in this whole column, because this represents 100% of the tasks that need to get done. Now, tomorrow, if it's down to 20, then I would go, okay, how I would draw a column all the way up to the percentage of what I think 20 is out of 24. Okay. And then the next day, if it's 18 and then 16 and then 10, you're trying to get to 0 by day 10. That's how this works. And you're drawing a column up to the percentage that's still left. And that's the Scrum Master's job. Update these numbers, draw the column up to that thing so we can see it going like this. That's what we're after. Okay. So let's go back to the Trello board. And what you do each day is, so if this is day 1, you go, okay, what can we do today? Well, let's get this done. So in progress is the things you're going to work on for that class period. When you come back the next day, you put it in the done column and you grab new stuff to put here. Okay, this is what the Scrum Master is doing. You're just moving all the current Scrum sprint stuff into the in progress column, talking about this as a team, figuring out what needs to happen, and then you get busy for the rest of the class period. Then the next day when you come back, you move stuff over here, you move new stuff into here. Okay? That's the process. And again, Scrum Master, you're in charge of that. Now, if the Scrum Master's not here on a particular day, everybody has access to the board so they can work on it. So just know that anybody can work on the board, and it doesn't have to just be the Scrum Master. All right, kind of summing all this stuff up. Again, this week we're working on these things, and we're starting our new process of stand-up meetings at the beginning of class. The last 5 minutes, I'll ask everybody to finish their journal entry and for the organizers to put everything away, and that'll be our new ritual to make sure things flow well. All right, welcome to week 3.